Hello everyone, I'm Sophie and I'm currently at Kechara Forest Retreat, Bentong, Malaysia. Today I'll continue reading from this book, Gurus for Hire, Enlightenment for Sale. Yeah, clearer. It's an insider's guide into the relationship between spiritual teachers, students, and centers. This is by my guru, His Eminence, the 25th Sam Tuku Rinpoche. And this I'm sharing from the question and answers, and this is the last part of it on page 216. Before that, I will go to a picture to share with you as usual. And this is a picture of my guru where he personally put ornaments onto the Buddha. It's an offering of ornaments. So whenever we do offering, it will benefit us in terms of, it's an expression of our generosity, a practice of generosity. Okay. Page 216. Question. I've read that some gurus give initiations as a form of blessing. For example, His Holiness the 14th Dalai Lama gives Kalachakra initiations, which some people just regard as a blessing. What makes it an initiation or a blessing? Answer. It would be our attitude during initiation. Usually, when we take tantric initiations of any of the lower tantras, such as Avalokiteshvara, Vrajapani, Green Tara, White Tara, Lama Tsongkhapa, Samantabhadra, we will have to take refuge in Bodhisattva vows. We will have a commitment to hold these vows, even if we do not have to recite the deity's mantra. Holding the vows is a commitment, but it does not mean that we have to meditate on or do the mantras or any special practices of the deity. When we take the higher Anuttara Tantra initiation deities such as Guya Samaja, Yamantaka, Hevraja, Vrajayogini, Chakra Samvara, or Kalachakra, we definitely have to take refuge, bodhisattva, and tantric vows in that initiation. But because the Kalachakra initiation has been a very special form of blessing for the public by the current and previous Dalai Lamas, the Dalai Lamas make it an option for people attending to take it as a blessing or as a commitment. It is not usually like this, but His Holiness made an exception. Therefore, if we go for the initiation and we think, I'm going for a blessing, it is a blessing. We have zero commitments and we will not take any vows. When His Holiness is reciting the vows, we simply do not repeat after him if we do not want the vows or the initiation. If we go for the initiation as an empowerment to enter Kalachakra as our personal deity and practice, then we would go in with that motivation and we would take the vows. Then, when His Holiness is reciting the vows and we wish to have them, we repeat after him. People who are not qualified and do not understand what they are doing do not receive the initiations even when they are sitting in the initiation and reciting the words. It's just a blessing. Question. What do you think of gurus who give initiations as blessings? Answer. I cannot criticize or comment. All I can say is I'm not for giving initiations to people who are not ready. I did that many years ago. When I first found out I was going to Malaysia to teach, I assumed that because it is Asia and Malaysia, there would be a lot of Buddhists, that people here would know Buddhism and that it would be a part of their culture. I assume I did not have to teach the preliminaries and could just go into teaching them Tantra. When I first came to Malaysia, I went around giving initiations. After the initiations, when I started getting questions from people, I realized I had to go back to the preliminaries. The reason some gurus give initiations is because they think most of us are going to go to the three lower realms anyway. This is what Zong Rinpoche said. This is a little frightful, but we should not feel threatened. With or without initiation, we usually engage in a lot of negative actions that will make us take rebirth in the three lower realms. Therefore, it would be better for us to receive a higher level initiation before we went to the three lower realms, for the seeds to be planted in our mind. We will then have something when we come out of those realms. Our gurus are of this thought, that it would be better to give the initiation to people although they are not ready. Because I will be here in the long term and I wish to establish a good relationship with my friends and students, I think I can go progressively. I have also heard some guru say that if they give the initiations and plant the seeds of that deity in people's minds, Maitreya Buddha's appearance in the world in the future will be an environmental factor for those seeds to open up, for them to receive the Dharma. I do believe this too. I'm not against the thought. Even if they have received a Tara initiation, they do not have to wait until Tara appears for the seeds to open. Tara and Maitreya are both Buddhas, and anything virtuous will trigger that virtue to open. I remember that Kabje Zong Rinpoche gave a lot of initiations when he went to America. To tell you the truth, I only wanted one or two, the ones I received from my first guru to repair my vows. I did not want to get any more, but I got it all. When I asked Geshe Soltrim Gelson why he requested so many initiations and why I had to get more, he said it was to plant seeds in my mind. When I think back, I feel so grateful that Geshe-la forced me to go to those initiations because I can now pass it to other people when the time is right. I have no regrets now. If people do not have to teach or disseminate the Dharma, I would not recommend for them to take a lot of initiations. I recommend taking one initiation and doing that really well. This is why I always tell people in our center to stick with me and just get one initiation when we are really ready. One yidam, one practice, one sadhana, one focus, one retreat, and we do that every year. That was the style of Kensur Lobsang Tarchin Rinpoche, my first teacher in New Jersey. He gave only one initiation, and he gave teachings and made people do retreats every year on just one yidam. That's the end of the question and answer section. And in my next session, I'll be moving on to almost the last part of the book. And so I do hope that you'll join me for that. And please, if you do have the chance, get this book. It's very, very helpful for you in your spiritual quest to know, how to face certain situations as you come to it. And it will help to answer a lot of questions, about the gurus, the relationships, and the students, and the Dharma centers. So with that, I will end the session with a completion dedication in Tibetan. Yang Jub Sencho Rinpoche, Ma Ke Pa Nam Ge Yishi, Ke Pa Nam Pa Me Pa Yang, Gone Gondu Pe Wa Shu. Toni Toa Rinpoche, Ma Ke Pa Nam Ge Yishi, Ke Pa Nam Pa Me Pa Yang, Gone Gondu Pe Wa Shu. Daso Jini Sapa Ge Wadi, Tantan Dro Wa Guna Kampadang, Jepa Jesu No Santrapai, Tamping Impo Rindusa Se Sho. Ke Wa Kuntu Yandala Madang, Drami Choki Pala Lon Choching, Sadam Langi Yatera Zone, Doji Changi Ngopa Ngatusu. Gewadi yududa lamasang yudruyone drewachikia malupa de isala gopashu choki kelposung kapa chosun nampa pewala geki samasi wadang tunki malu sawasho dadam songi dosundan drewasongi latini gewa losantrapai tampa yuriva gyushi ni modeles endele ni mingunyan dele shin ni sintatu dele koncho sungi jingilo koncho sungi ngoduso koncho sungi trasi sho Jesu nama kusan rap ting ching nam katrini chochu ke padang lo sam tempe dro me sap songi dro e mun sa tat to ni gyu shi gang ri ra we ko we shin kam dem pen dan deo a ma lu gyu ne charan zi wan ten sing get so yi sha pe shi de pa du deng gyu shi hom tom pe ngo tru ma lu pa den den da la sel du so ko dan den pa long chot nam ke pa su shik shuk ten sel. Thank you again for sharing your time with me. And I do hope that you join me for my next session. Bye-bye.